Tonight on ETV News, the spring concert headliner is announced.
Honoring those impacted by domestic violence.
And a look into the career and internship fair. Tonight's edition of ETV News starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the April 4th edition of ETV News. I'm Wyatt Cody.
And I'm Zoe Calhoun. Thank you for joining us.
Cab Springfest is right around the corner, and with Springfest comes our annual spring concert. This year, rapper Waka Flocka Flame will be heading to Willimantic to play some of his hit songs to Eastern students. Tickets went on sale this past Monday, April 1st. Tickets are $10 for Eastern students and $20 for guests. You can purchase the tickets through the link on CAB's Instagram page using the access code sent to your Eastern email. The concert will take place in the Geisler Gymnasium on April 28th. Doors open at 6 and the show starts at 7. You won't want to miss it.
The Women's Center and her campus recently collaborated during a poster-making session to enact change on campus. These posters will be used in the Lily Project rally happening on Wednesday, April 17th at 3 p.m. The rally was made to honor Alicia Wiley, a former Eastern student who lost her life to domestic violence in 2013. If you're interested in creating a poster for the rally, there's an upcoming session being run by the Women's Center in collaboration with females. It will take place on Wednesday, April 10th at 3 p.m. in the Student Center. There will also be a Take Back the Night ceremony the night before the rally that you won't want to miss. You can find more information about these events on the Women's Center Instagram, which is Eastern_WC.
Eastern's new campus thrift store, Thrift Warriors, has grown immensely. Our very own weather anchor, Jason Saloy, checked it out.
Hello everybody, I'm Jason Saloy, and we are here to check out Eastern's new thrift store that recently opened up called Thrift Warriors. Let's go take a look. Everyone loves a bargain. It's true for college students who live on a limited budget, and that's where the Thrift Warriors, located in Winthrop Hall at Eastern, comes in to help students find free clothing and appliances to create an attractive and functioning living space while also contributing to the university's sustainability efforts.
So basically, people are able to come in and look around and grab whatever they want to get. And then once they're done, there's a piece of paper outside of the door where they basically just put the amount of items they took, and that's pretty much it. Everything's free in the store, so that's how it works.
With Thrift Warriors helping students increase their sustainability on campus, we asked Associate Director of the Center for Community Engagement, Lana O'Connor, why she thinks sustainability is so important.
Definitely just to not have as much waste. It seemed crazy that students would come in, like first-year students, and have to spend money and purchase all these items when you have seniors that are leaving that no longer really need the items. They're still in great condition and just throwing stuff away. And we're trying to, get the mindset of the students that, reuse, recycle, don't waste. So we thought we should kind of lead by example and have something on campus where that can actually happen.
Since opening, the campus thrift store has seen a constant flow of students, and it's been generating some buzz around campus. Thrifting has been on the rise recently as young adults love to find good pieces of clothing for cheap. So when the thrift store launched on February 1st, students were thrilled that they could go to a thrift store right on campus.
Well, it's like, finding, to be honest, like a lot of it's not great, but you find that one thing and it's made the whole trip worth it. Like I've been thrifting before, like just out in the wild, and just finding that one piece makes it cool.
For students who are considering trying out thrifting for the first time, Lana spoke to us about why students should check out Thrift Warriors first at Eastern rather than thrift stores around the area.
I know college students don't have that much money, so before you go and spend your own money, you might as well go in there and check it out and see if those items that you were looking for are already there and can be reused. not only do other students donate their stuff, but faculty and staff are also, and administration are also donating stuff. So there's like a lot of good quality household items, stuff for your dorm, clothing, shoes, like bags and things like that. So I would go there first before you go and spend your money.
If you want to upgrade your fashion, pick up some dorm essentials, or just explore the store, Thrift Warriors is open Tuesdays noon to 4 p.m., Wednesdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Thursdays 3 to 7 p.m. For ETV News, I'm Jason Sloy with Kevin Gabriel behind the camera reporting, sending it back to the studio.
Thanks, Jason. Be sure to check out the thrift shop located in room 100 of Winthrop Hall.
Since 2009, International Transgender Day of Visibility has been celebrated all throughout the U.S. The day takes place annually on March 31st and serves to support and uplift transgender people. The Eastern community joined forces with the Pride Center this past Sunday to honor this day. Each student at the event received a Trans Joy, Justice, and Visibility t-shirt. They also got to hear from the speaker and advocate, Tony Ferriolo, on his journey beyond the binary. The day was certainly filled with lots of love, laughter, and acceptance.
It's never too early to start thinking about your post-grad plans. Reporter Nicholas Walsh checked out the Career and Internship Fair on campus to do just that.
Career fairs seem to be a staple here every semester at Eastern, and this spring is no different. Behind me in the BTR, students are networking with roughly 40 different potential employers in hopes of securing internships and entry-level jobs. Let's go inside and see what this fair has to offer. Split into two halves, today the BTR is hosting the second of two career and internship fairs for students to stop by and meet potential employers. Focusing on business, communication, media and art, and education, today's event is hosting companies like NBC Telemundo, Bankers Life, and an assortment of Connecticut public schools. With so many potential employment opportunities present, students must be prepared if they hope to leave their mark during the fair. We asked Noel Teeter, an ECSU senior, about what he did to prepare himself for the career fair, as well as how he planned to make the most of the event.
This was actually really well timed because we talked about interview skills in one of my classes yesterday and really went in depth about it. And I kind of treated my conversations with companies today as if they were interviews, but in a sort of transactional way, because I was sort of interviewing them and finding out what they were about and how well they'd fit me, while also finding out what they're looking for.
Preparing for events like these is an incredibly important thing for students to do. This is because internships provide not only real work experience, but for majors like communication, they're a requirement for students to complete their degree plan. For students to ensure their success, it's not only important to know what other students do to prepare, but also what the visiting representatives are looking for in potential interns or hires. To shine a light on this topic, we spoke with Carlos Brea, Director of Client Solutions at NBC Universal, to ask what he thought some of the best attributes in student attendees were at the career fair.
I'd have to say that the students who actively, you'll see some of them go to each place and make that contact and meet somebody, even if it's maybe it's not exactly the job they're looking for. So I think that whole idea of connecting with someone inside of an organization is probably one of the best attributes I've seen from the students getting ready to attend a fair like this.
Now that the fair is over, if applying for a job or an internship is the next step of your college journey, be sure to visit the Office of Career Services website at easternct.edu/career. There, you can schedule an appointment with a career advisor to do anything from honing your interview skills to getting assistance with your LinkedIn page. If you missed out on this semester's internship fairs, don't worry. Fairs like this one are hosted every semester here on campus. To make sure you don't miss out on the next one, be sure to keep an eye on your Eastern email or the online events calendar. For ETV News, I've been Nicholas Walsh with Cole Menecia behind the camera reporting. Sending it back to the studio.
Thanks, Nick. Attending events like this one are a great way to make those career connections now.
It's officially April, which means there is a whole new month of intramural and recreational opportunities to enjoy. Registration for wiffle ball is open, and the season starts next week. Students can either create a team or join another team as a free agent through the imleagues.com app. There's also various fitness classes available, such as functional fitness, kickboxing, yoga, and strength and stretch. Every Tuesday evening during open gym, pickleball will be offered from 8 to 10 p.m. All Eastern students are open to participate in intramurals and recreational activities. Be sure to check your Eastern email for more information on the available programs, as well as who to contact for help.
Up next, Jason Sloyd joins us for the Eastern Forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. Jason Sloy is on Eastern's campus to give us the weather. Over to you, Jason.
Right now, this is our Eastern forecast for today, as currently it is 38 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Humidity will be at 83% with northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. For our extended forecast this week, we will be combining most of the ETV sports forecast with this, as many of the teams will be playing at home this week. Friday will be partly sunny in the high 40s, while Saturday will be the same but under some showers. However, for Sunday through Tuesday will be sunny, with Sunday being an even 50, while Monday and Tuesday will be in the low 60s. It's going to be some nice weather for the eclipse happening on Monday. However, on Saturday, the track and field teams will be away and participating in both the U.S. Coast Guard Academy Invitational and the Southern Connecticut State University Wilton Wright Invitational. Both races will be starting at 10 a.m. The forecast for New London will be showers in the high 40s, and the forecast for New Haven will be showers in the high 40s as well. I wish the best of luck to all the teams. For more on upcoming games, you can check out GoWarriorAthletics.com for schedules, or you can check out After National Block ETV Sports' Brendan Lasbury for more athletic updates. But before we head out, let's take a quick look at our eastern radar. As you can see on the radar right now, everything's pretty clear. Earlier this morning and afternoon, we had a bunch of rain and snow. I really don't know where that snow came from. But as you can see in the west, we have some rainy spots over there, which will most likely come over us during the night. But we can just keep an eye on that on your weather apps and everything. That is all for the weather. For more weather information, check out the National Weather Service website or your weather app on your phone. I'm Jason Saloy in the studio, sending it back over to Zoe and Wyatt.
Thanks for the weekly weather, Jason. Up next, new treatments underway to handle depression, a look into LGBT patient mistreatment at the doctor's office, and just how many Americans are rejecting Donald Trump's immunity claims. Stay with us.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you got to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Around 1 in 10 Adderall prescriptions are being severely affected by the ongoing drug shortage. Analysis from the health data platform TruVita revealed the prescription fill rate for the ADHD medications fell to 41% in February of 2023. That is down from 49% in October of 2022. ADHD treatment with Adderall can deal with reducing impulsiveness, improve attention, and manage anxiety. Experts warn that a lack of access to the drug can affect people with the disorder. The FDA attributes the shortage to an increased demand, as well as manufacturing delays.
A new poll found that most Americans want the Supreme Court to reject Donald Trump's immunity claims. A survey from Marquette Law School noted 62% of respondents opposed to granting former presidents immunity. This is compared to the 20% who backed the idea. This data is certainly timely, and justices prepare to hear arguments in the special counsel's election interference case. Trump has argued that his effort to overturn the 2020 election results were part of his official capacity as president and that he should be protected.
1/3 of LGBT adults say they have experienced discrimination at their doctor's office. These patients have reported negative interactions in clinical settings and have claimed to be blamed for their health problems. 40% of LGBT adults surveyed said healthcare professionals have made false assumptions about them or ignored their questions. This is twice the rate of adults who do not identify as LGBT. But not all of it is bad news. 70% say they have had positive interactions with doctors and medical staff.
The Food and Drug Administration is now signing off on what could be a new way to treat depression. Rejoin is a prescription digital treatment app for people diagnosed with major depressive disorder. It won't treat depression on its own, but rather is used in conjunction with the medications. The 6-week program may stimulate areas of the brain that are thought to be responsible for antidepressant effects. It will consist of a series of brain training exercises. However, more research is needed as these findings are still very preliminary.
WNBA star Brittany Griner announced she will be re-signing with the Phoenix Mercury. The 33-year-old has spent her entire career with the team as she will begin her 11th season next month. In a statement, Griner said, quote, "Phoenix is home," and she is excited to continue with the team. The WNBA champion and 2-time Olympic gold medalist returned to play with the Phoenix last season after being freed by Russia in a prisoner's swap after she was detained for nearly 300 days. Griner has previously said she will not go overseas to play unless it is for the Olympics, which are right around the corner.
April Fool's Day was this past Monday, and 7-Eleven may have pulled the greatest prank of all. They tricked a lot of people into believing their new hot dog flavored sparkling water was real. The company was sneaky about it, announcing the product not on April 1st, but several days ahead of the pranking holiday. They also tucked the Big Bite hot dog sparkling water announcement in with a broadened announcement about several new and real sparkling water flavors.
Coming up, Brennan Lasbury joins us to give an update on Eastern Athletics. Don't go anywhere.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Thanks for sticking with us. Let's check in with Brendan to see what is going on around Eastern athletics this week.
Welcome back here to Warrior Athletics Recaps. I'm Brendan Lasberry. There's a lot to go over this week, so let's get right into it. Starting off with baseball, the win train keeps rolling. The Warriors played 4 games in the last week, winning all 4, extending their win streak to 14, and raising their record to 15-5. Looking at the games, Friday saw a win at the New England Baseball Complex versus WPI. Let's take a look at Soriano's at-Pat versus WPI. It's a 1-0 count as Soriano hits it right into right field. As it goes back, it'll hit the right field wall, and the first base runner will round home the score. Saturday was a home doubleheader sweep against Plymouth State, scores being 7-2 and 13-1 in a 7-inning mercy rule. There was no fooling around on April 1st as they would win 10-1 versus SNUI Maritime College. This stretch has gotten Eastern back up into the 25 ranking, being ranked number 23 in the April 2nd D3Baseball.com poll. The Warriors have been on fire throughout this stretch, including Nathan Fiorino, who had a 9-strikeout game, and Jason Claiborne going 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. ETV sports reporter Fernando Geronimo caught up with these Warriors after the game.
With our players of the game, number 15, Jason Claiborne, and number 25, Nathan Fiorino. Jason, I'll talk to you. 3 hits today, 3 RBIs. You went 3 for 4 on the day. You've now reached base 9 straight games. Talk to me about how you've been able to have plate discipline at the plate in the 9 straight and be able to get on base all those times.
I'm just doing my best to play to my strengths. I mean, I've always been a guy that can do damage when I get on base. I could use my legs, and I'm just trying to do what I can do, stick to my approach, just trying to continue to do what I do best, and I know all my guys are going to hit me in.
Now, Nathan, you were dominant on the mound today, 7 innings, only 1 walk, only 3 hits, but you also had 9 strikeouts. You now have 19 strikeouts on the year. What have you been doing in practice to be able to bring up your strikeout ratio this season?
Yeah, coach has been emphasizing on getting ahead first pitch strike, limit our walks. I think he's been really emphasizing on trying to on our better catch play and everything, so that's been helpful. But
Softball had themselves a doubleheader on Saturday as they traveled over to Dartmouth, Massachusetts to take on Massachusetts Dartmouth in a doubleheader. The Warriors would split the series, winning the first game 1-0 after a dominant, complete game shutout by their ace, Alyssa Vilches. Vilches also scored the only Warrior run of the game. However, it was a reversal of fortunes in the next one as the Warriors would lose 14-11. The Warriors have now moved to 9-6-1 on the season. The lacrosse teams were in action last week as well as the men's team traveled up to Salem to face Salem State, but the Warriors managed to pass their trial by taking home the victory 14-6. That game saw an explosive scoring output by Mike Stevenson with 6 goals, 3 of which came in the fourth quarter. The record now sits at 4-6. As for the women's teams, they would have themselves a road trip, playing 2 games last week, the first in Dartmouth, as the Warriors would take down Dartmouth, Massachusetts, 21-8, featuring 6 goals and 8 points by Sydney Goyette and a 7-point output by Kaylee Drobish. However, their next stop at Montclair State in New Jersey would see them take defeat 8-19. Jessie Pyrick Bennett also scored the 100th goal of her career in this stretch. The Warriors now sit at 4-6 on the season. Track and field had themselves a great weekend as well, as they traveled up to Massachusetts Dartmouth to compete in the Massachusetts Dartmouth Corsair Classic. For the men's team, they had themselves a great evening as they earned 108 points, placing them 3rd out of 10 teams. Runners Thomas Stone and Adam Schimmelfenning had themselves a great day, finishing 1st in their respective events, being the 5,000 for Stone and the 110 hurdles for Schimmelfenning. As for the ladies, they managed to finish 5th out of 12 teams after totaling 65 points. The ladies also had themselves a couple of first-place finishes, that being Allie Leclerc in the 3,000 steeplechase and Natasha Frisch in the pole vault. Both men's and women's teams also saw their 4x400 relays team take home victory as well. In total, both teams had a total of 28 individuals and 3 relays finish in the top 30% of their events. That wraps up last week's events. Let's take a look at what will be happening this upcoming week. Baseball has an incredibly busy week, playing 5 games, all at home. First Friday versus Mitchell College at 6, then a doubleheader versus Rhode Island College starting at noon. then Tuesday versus Keene State at 4, then Wednesday versus Anna Maria College at 3:30. Softball has 3 doubleheaders, Sunday versus Southern Maine, starting at noon, then versus Trinity College Tuesday at 3, then at U.S. Coast Guard Academy at Wednesday at 3. Men's lacrosse has 2 games, Friday at 3 p.m. versus Plymouth State, then Tuesday at 7 p.m. at Massachusetts Maritime Academy. Women's lacrosse has 2 games as well, Saturday at 1 p.m. versus Plymouth State, then Saturday at 4:30 p.m. at Framingham State. And for track and field, they will compete in both the U.S. Coast Guard Invitational and the Southern Connecticut Wilton Wright Invitational, both on Saturday at 10 a.m. Well, that'll do it here for Eastern Athletic Recaps. Good luck to all our teams with their upcoming events. To keep up to date on all things Warrior Athletics, follow us on social media at EasternCT_athletics and check out our website, GoWarriorsAthletics.com. As always, all of our live streams are brought to you by Huddle. That's all for sports this week. I'm Brendan Lasbury. Wyatt and Zoe, back to you.
Thanks for the update, Brendan. That wraps up tonight's edition of ETV News. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From Director Hannah Lasbury, producer Kaylee Roberts, and the entire ETV News staff, thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Zoe Calhoun.
And I'm Wyatt Cody. We'll see you next week, Eastern.